Do you feel like it's too late to start something new in your life? Do you feel like you've waited too long? Do you feel like you're too old, like you've missed your chance? You do? Then this episode is for you. Today, we're going to unpack those thoughts, those limiting beliefs, like a heavy suitcase. We're going to open it up and take a look at what's inside. We're also going to look at doubt, at self-doubt, at comparison. We're going to look at the company you keep, and we're going to do a great exercise together. Today, we're saying goodbye to the lies that tell you that you're too late, you're too old, or you're too far behind. Because, spoiler alert, you're not too late. In fact, you're right on time. Let's get started. Hello and welcome to Inspiration Toolbox. I'm Natasha Rochelle, your host, your friend, and your biggest cheerleader. In this space, we explore small tools that lead to big transformations, and we turn inspiration into action. Let's get started. Hi guys, welcome back. How did it go last week with our little procrasti pup? Is he taking a nap? Is he chewing on your socks? And if you're like, what is she talking about? Do yourself a favor and go check out episode 1, as it is connected to what we will explore today. It's like a little bit of a prequel? By the way, I realize I've never told you where I'm from. You may have noticed I have an accent. Surprise! So if you've been wondering where this little accent is coming from, I'm from Switzerland, the French part of Switzerland. Not Sweden, Switzerland. So if some words come out a little bit more French-ish, just imagine that I am serving you an audio croissant with butter. So today I want to talk about something that can make us feel quite uncomfortable. And it's not something we really say out loud, but it's something we think about quite a lot. It may be something you think about while laying in bed at night. And it's the thought, it's too late. And I don't just mean it's too late to go to bed, although that might be true for you. So that too. No. I mean the thought, it's too late. It's too late. I've missed my chance. That thought, that feeling. It's too late. I'm too old. I'm too old to begin again. It'll take too long. I've missed my window. Someone else is already doing it. Those kind of thoughts. And if your stomach hurts while I'm saying this, you're not alone. And I'm so glad you're here because we're going to unpack that heavy suitcase right now. That suitcase we don't even know that we're carrying sometimes. We're going to unpack it. We're going to see what's inside. And we're going to shine a light on those very limiting beliefs. And we're going to debunk them. We're going to say bye-bye, au revoir to these old stories. Those tired, old, dusty stories. We're not too old. Our stories are getting old. Let's clean the house together. So last week we talked about shifting identity. And today I would love for us to explore shifting perspective, especially when it comes to the thought, I'm too old. So let's begin by taking a look at some of the incredible people who found success later in life. There are many of them. Let's take Julia Child, the chef who brought French cuisine to the American public. She didn't start cooking until she was in her late 30s. And then she published that first book, Mastering the Art of French Cooking, at age 50. And then she had her own TV show, which had millions of viewers at age 51. And then you have Stan Lee, the comic book writer. In his 40s, he was going to walk away. He thought he had missed his chance. He was going to quit. And then he gives us Spider-Man, X-Men, Black Panther, and the whole Marvel universe. And then what about the designer Vera Wong, who designed her very first dress at age 40? And then you have Lindsey Vonn, the ski champion, the Olympic gold medalist. She retired in 2019, and now at age 40, she's training to come back. And she's doing it with a brand new knee. She had her knee replaced. Then you have Roger. Roger is my neighbor, and he's 85 years old. And guess what Roger is doing? He is starting to compete in bodybuilding at 85 years old. He's out there, he's lifting weights, he's competing, and he looks amazing. There's also this new wave of Grandfluencers. I just saw that on TV. I thought it was hilarious, but I was like, this is exactly what we're talking about. Grandfluencers are grandmothers and some fabulous grandfathers too, who are taking over social media with millions of followers. And people are loving it because we're all craving something real. We're craving authenticity. We're craving life experiences. These people didn't follow any timeline and they were total game changers. They didn't say it's too late. They said, I get to choose again right now. We are not too old. Age does not disqualify us. It deepens us. It adds layers. It adds texture, richness. Age is a superpower. Age is also a privilege. Remember the quote from Mark Twain? Do not complain about growing old. It is a privilege denied to many. It is a privilege to age because it means we have more time to share our stories. We have more time to make a difference. We have more time to inspire others, to begin again. We are lucky to grow old. And no time has been wasted. The timeline is ours. Not a single minute has been wasted. Not even that day that you spent in your pajamas, binge watching Netflix and questioning every single life choice you've ever made. Every delay, every detour, every pause, every moment of stuckness and confusion was part of the journey. There's been no mistakes. There's been no wrong turns, only turns that taught us something. So let's stop shaming ourselves for the timing of our path. Let's honor it. Let's trust it. And let's move forward from here with love, not guilt, because we didn't waste time. We lived. And now we rise. Oh, that got deep. I don't know if it's because Easter is around the corner. I didn't mean to get all resurrection energy on you, but hey, divine timing. Okay, so let's take a look at another sneaky thought that keeps us small. And that's the someone else is already doing it myth. The it's already been done thought. That thought needs a funeral. Because yes, someone else has already written that book. Yes, someone is already teaching that exact same yoga class you want to teach, the one with the incense and the singing bowls. Yes, someone else already launched that podcast. Somebody else already opened that organic smoothie bar with the cacao ceremony on Wednesdays. Yes. So what? So what? Yes, someone's done it. Probably hundreds of someones. But you know what they haven't done? They haven't done it your way. They haven't done it with your voice, your experience, your weird stories. They're not doing it like you. There is no competition when you're the only one with your fingerprint on it. And let me just repeat that. There is no competition when you're the only one with your fingerprint on it. It's about your vibration, your frequency. You just need to be very clear about your frequency. No one else can do it on your frequency. No one else can resonate like you. The moment you're aligned with your own authentic vibration, frequency, competition disappears because they're just on a different wavelength. So next time you think, oh, it's been done before, you flip that to, maybe it's been done, but now I get to add my magic to the mix, my version, my flavor. Is this resonating with you? Are we on the same page? No one else can leave the mark you came here to leave. No one else can unlock what your hands are meant to touch. And look, I know some of these limiting thoughts can feel very, very convincing. They can feel really true, but they're not. They're not facts. They're beliefs. They're beliefs dressed up as facts. And just as we talked about in episode 1, those beliefs are trying to protect us. They come from fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of disappointment. It's always about staying safe. Or they come from doubt because you waited so long that self-doubt has crept in. Self-doubt has become your roommate. It's understandable. Self-doubt says, I've been sitting on this dream for so long. Maybe it's not a good idea. If it really mattered, why haven't I done it by now? But doubt is just trying to protect you. It's not evil, it's just scared. Just like our puppy from last episode. It means well, it wants you to be safe. But let me tell you something. Staying safe is very different than feeling fulfilled. Sure, safety is comfortable. You know what to expect. You stay in the familiar. You feel protected. But fulfillment, that requires getting uncomfortable. That requires stepping out of the familiar. Fulfillment lives in the unknown. But then you feel alive. You feel lit up. You're on fire. You're unstoppable. Do you feel me? Is your heart saying yes? I hope so. Let's do a little exercise together. Let's do a little soul detective work together. Grab a piece of paper or a journal. And let's write down some of the thoughts that we've been talking about today. Those thoughts that are circling in our mind that are making us feel small. Like, it's too late. It's too late for me to start this. Other people are already doing it. I miss my window. My best years are behind me. One of these thoughts that we were mentioning today. And then let's go a step deeper and write down what the belief behind the thought is. For example, I feel like I'm not good enough. Or I feel like if I try, I would fail. Or I feel like I would be embarrassed. Or I feel like I'm not worthy. Or I don't matter. My voice doesn't matter. Or there's something wrong with me. Or I've ruined my chances. Like the feeling behind the thought. And then close your eyes. And I realize you may be driving right now or chopping onions in the kitchen or reorganizing your closet. So do this exercise later, but do it today. Write all this down and then close your eyes. And then notice where you feel these sensations. So all these beliefs have brought up some energy. Where in the body do you feel this energy? Is it in your chest, tightness, or in your belly, like a knot in your stomach? Is it like in your throat? Is it in your jaw, in your shoulders? Or do you just feel restless? Notice it. And as you notice, breathe. Breathe into the area. Breathe into the area with long, slow, focused breaths. And really stay with the sensation. Try to stay away from the story that the belief is saying to you. The key is to feel, not to figure out, not to fix. And then what will happen is that the sensation will dissipate. Because it's just energy, and energy moves. Energy wants to rise up, be felt, and then dissipate. That's its job. Voilà, c'est magique. So then let's open our eyes, let's grab our journals again, and let's rewrite the script. Now you write your truth. Instead of it's too late, you write I'm right on time for my own path. Instead of I missed my chance, I didn't miss it. I'm just arriving differently. The door didn't close. I just needed to grow before I walked through. Instead of I don't matter, you write my voice matters. There's room for all of us. There's no comparison. It's a frequency game. I'm not supposed to do it like them. I'm supposed to do it like me. Okay, I think you're good. You have a whole new playlist of truth to replace these old beliefs. And before we go, I want to mention one more thing here. As you're looking at these thoughts, as you're unpacking these thoughts, these old stories, as you're bravely looking at these lies, and as you're doing this deep work, the people you surround yourself with matter a great deal. The company you keep is very important. Are they lifting you up or are they dragging you down? Are they inspiring you? Are they inspiring your courage? Or are they amplifying your doubt, your self-doubt, your uncertainty? Are they listening to you? Are they supporting your growth, your creativity, or do they drain your energy? When you spend time with them, do you feel uplifted or do you feel heavier? It makes a difference. You need people who will mirror your light, who will celebrate you. You need people who will hold space for you, who will be supportive to your transformation. This reminds me of a book by Julia Cameron called The Artist's Way. It's an iconic book from the 90s. Some of you were not even born. Some of you were not even born in the 90s. I was born. I was very born in the 90s. So I was in New York. I was in acting school, and this book, The Artist's Way, really helped me reconnect with creativity and remove certain creative blocks. And in the book, she talks about the company you keep, the people you surround yourself with. And she calls some of these people the crazy makers. The crazy makers are the people around you who disrupt your creative flow. They drain your energy. They steal your focus. They monopolize all your time and make their problems your responsibility. They tend to dismiss your dreams, and they can insert doubt in your vision. A little bit like a needle in your creative balloon. Do you know someone like that in your life? You don't. Someone who always has a crisis, someone who's always complaining, someone who rarely asks you how you're doing because their needs come first. And when you're around them, you feel a little bit exhausted, but you also shrink energetically. You feel a little bit more unsure about yourself. Your confidence feels a little bit too loud for them. Your dreams a little bit too big. These are what she calls in the book the crazy makers. Now, I'm a little bit hesitant to use that term crazy makers, as funny as it is, because they're not really crazy. They're just people who haven't done any inner work. They're insecure. They're often jealous of your courage, jealous of your bravery, and they're just hurt. And hurt people, as the saying goes. I love that saying. So just be aware of the company you keep and don't let the crazy makers drive you crazy. Let them be. Wish them well. Send them love. They need it. But make sure they don't sprinkle too much doubt in you to make you freeze or second guess yourself. Your dreams do not need their approval. So I hope that today you give yourself a moment to reflect and ask yourself, what would I start today if I truly believed it wasn't too late? What would I start? What would I say? What would I make? What would I create? Just let yourself imagine it fully, vividly, because it's not too late, because you're not too old. You're exactly where you need to be to begin again. I truly hope that something in this episode spoke to you and reminded you that you are not alone. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. It means the world to me, and I can't wait to continue this journey with you. If you want to connect, you can find me on Instagram at Inspiration Toolbox. I would love to hear from you. Share anything, ask me anything, or you can just send me a croissant emoji so I know that you were here. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.